You're listening to the Everett Show, a shot of entertainment to the head. This is Everett.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with creator of Staunch Ambition sci-fi graphic novel, Brian Lau. Brian, welcome to the Everett Lee Show.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good. Not too bad, man. How long have you been a fan of comics?
Oh, comics? Geez. Well, I have a brother who's 2 years older than me, and he's a bigger geek than me. So I think when I was about, maybe 4 or 5-ish, I remember he had some comics and stuff, and so of course as a kid you're kind of into that. But I got into comics a little, like I started getting into them like where it wasn't just like laying around because of my brother, but I just was like, I gotta start checking this stuff out. When Secret Wars, the first series, came out, back when Spider-Man first gets his black costume.
Yes.
But that Secret Wars series, I think issue number 4 it was, where the Hulk's on the front holding up all the rock above him and then the rocks below, which I just met Mike Peck at one of these cons I did the other day, or a while back, not too long ago, and he didn't do that cover, but he did most of the art for the whole series. But that book was one of the ones that was crucial that got me into it. So whatever time period that was when that came out was when I really dove in, even though I did like them before then.
Through the years, especially with Spider-Man, with the Black Venom costume. I mean, a lot of people, know how, fans know how that started, but over the years, the story's kind of like, kind of changed and stuff, about the origin. They redid the origin so many times and stuff, though, but like the original origin of the black suit is my favorite, and how he gets it, and how basically it just takes hold of Peter Parker. And you see that transformation of Peter Parker as the suit, just basically starts to take him over, and then he realizes, it's like, I got to get rid of this thing, man. And then he gets rid of it, and then we know Eddie Brock gets a hold of it, and
it's just brilliant,
mm-hmm.
Brilliant villain. And so, what costume do you like better, the original red and blue, or the black costume?
I like the red and blue, but with the black costume, I thought it gave Peter Parker, Spider-Man, a little bit more edge. What inspired you to get into making your own graphic novel? What basically gave you that push and motivation to say, I'm going to do this?
Well, I was going to mention this too, that part of the thing with the intrigue to comics was that I was always an artist. I always loved to draw, and I had a knack for it, I guess. But and comics was a great fit, and so started reading them. And what really put me over the edge there was I had a cartooning class in college, and we had to do a comic book cover. My brother had this interesting character that he had just colored a design of it on there, and I thought, well, that's kind of a cool character. So I did my cover based upon that character, and it won. It got judged and took first place in college, which I was surprised because there were some really good ones there too. But this character just was kind of like intriguing, and so I tried to make it back in college, collaborating with some artists. The idea of the story I had some of these ideas that turned into more sci-fi themed, and it was more realistic and more fleshed out and mature.
That led into what you're doing now, which is Staunch Ambition, correct?
Yes, the original story title was called Half-Life. Mm-hmm. And now you have this video game that's been around for years. That was a long time ago, but I had all these names written down, but the title came up, finalized, was Staunch Ambition, which is it's like a sci-fi that would be like possible in our own future. So it's not in some galaxy far, far away. And it's basically, I'll give you the basic pitch of the overall story is